Cold and chilly means comfort and soup, and to me there's nothing more therapeutic than making and eating soup. So I've got a really cool recipe that starts with the same base, except for we're gonna take one soup in a vegetarian direction, and the other one we're gonna load with beef. Of course, the first thing, as always, we're gonna knock out some prep. We're gonna start by small dicing some yellow onions, peeling and small dicing some carrots. We're gonna dice up some celery, garlic, a green zucchini. Next, gonna slice up a yellow squash. We're gonna trim and cut some green beans. And lastly, we're gonna dice up some fresh thyme, rosemary, and oregano. I know that was a lot of prep, but I promise you'll thank me once you get a taste of the soup and get all those amazing vegetables in there. So we pretty much have this gigantic blend. We got two big pots back there. What we want to do is hit a little olive oil in each of them. We're going to toss these vegetables up and literally divide it in half. Put half in one pot, half in the other pot. We're going to let those cook for about 8 to 10 minutes, get a little brown on them. Then we're going to add in some vegetable stock, let them simmer. At that point, we're going to stop right there before we move forward in finishing up these two soups. Now that the base is completely finished, we're gonna focus on doing each soup. While they both have a vegetarian base, it's totally okay because one will be vegetarian and the other one will have beef in it. Totally fine, the flavor will be there. So for the beef, what we wanna do is add in some tomatoes. Next, some kidney beans. We're gonna peel and dice up some potatoes and throw that in there. We want this to be really hearty. We've got some great beef stew meat that's already cut up. So in a large saute pan with a little bit of olive oil, we're gonna add that beef in there, cook it till it's completely cooked through, season it with salt and pepper. We're gonna add it to that pot with the tomatoes and potatoes that we put in there. Lastly, to finish this soup, we've got some great rosemary and oregano. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of spinach, season it with salt and pepper. We're not gonna stop there because we wanna add some pasta, but because I don't want the soup to be too mushy, we're gonna keep it separate and cook it separate. So in a large pot of boiling salted water, we're gonna boil off some ditalini pasta, chill it. Now for the other pasta, incredibly simple. We've got a great 4-cheese tortellini that we wanna boil off in some salted water, and we simply add that in the same way. We're gonna finish this one with a little fresh thyme, spinach, salt, and pepper. We're gonna add the tortellini to this soup. It will finish just perfectly. At the end, let's try this out. Now that both soups are done, I want to show you how I keep the pasta separate from the soup so it doesn't get mushy. We've got our ditalini, we've got our tortellini, they've been cooked, they've been chilled. What I do is keep them in plastic bags. I pour a little olive oil on each of them so the noodles don't stick together. And if I want a bowl of soup, I simply take a little bit out, put it in my bowl, put the hot soup on top, boom, it warms it up perfectly. Two fantastic soups from literally the same base. You saw the couple little extra things we added to the beef and vegetable minestrone just to make it a little heartier with the beans and potatoes. And of course, the tortellini in the other soup is fantastic once you take your first bite. Get all these great ingredients from your favorite Heinen's grocery stores, and of course, visit Heinen's.com for all of our great recipe videos. Hope you stay nice and comfy with these soups this cold winter season.